Alright guys, Darren from FBA Elite and welcome back to another video. Well, just over 2 years ago this week, I made a decision which had an impact on various areas of my life, and that was deciding to actually proceed with Amazon FBA, and I placed my first order. So I invested £3,400 at that time in 500 units of my first product. And the reason that I wanted to kind of go over this again with you guys now is I know that many of you are on the fence about Amazon FBA. Many of you aren't sure whether it's a scam. You know, a lot of you have found this the same way that I did. You know, an advert popped up on YouTube telling you about Amazon FBA. It sounded really exciting. You've done your research and now you're thinking, is it actually a scam or is this actually a genuine opportunity? Well, I can assure you it is a genuine opportunity. But before I get too much further into this video, I just want to say, look, Amazon FBA is far from perfect, and anyone that's been following me for a reasonable amount of time will know that I'm 100% honest about Amazon FBA. And if you look back through my previous videos, I share with you all of my ups and downs. My channel documents from day one when I decided to start Amazon FBA all the way up to now, so it covers all the ups and downs along the way. So if you want to see that, make sure you check out my back catalogue. There's about 100 videos there, so if you haven't got anything to do for 3 or 4 days, take a look through that, and that will keep you busy. But it does give you an honest reflection of how things are when you sell on Amazon. But today, I just want to focus on the positive sides, and that is the kind of the life-changing potential it has if you start selling on Amazon and things go well. Also, I do not sell an Amazon FBA course, so I have no vested interest in trying to lie to you guys or give you any fake information. I'm not going to try and sell you a course at the end of this video. I just want to share with you how my life has changed over the past 2 years after I decided to start that Amazon FBA business. So if we recap back to 2 years ago, I placed that order. You know, I just found out about Amazon FBA a month or two before that, probably in the same way that many of the people that are watching this video also found out about Amazon FBA. I was sitting there eating my breakfast. Maybe you weren't eating your breakfast, but I was sitting there eating my breakfast, watching a completely unrelated video to Amazon FBA. And then a video popped up from a very well-known UK YouTuber about FBA. I'm sure you guys all know who I'm talking about, advertising Amazon FBA and trying to sell a course. But the actual business model itself really appealed to me. So I spent a good few weeks looking into Amazon FBA, and then a month or two later decided to place my first order. Now at the time, I still wasn't certain this whole thing was a scam just to try and sell courses, and I'm sure that many of you have those same skepticisms at the moment. You may have recently found out about Amazon FBA and you're still wondering whether it is a genuine opportunity or not. Well, I can assure you the opportunity is very real. Yes, it is full of risk and it is possible that things will go wrong. However, if you take the appropriate steps, you can mitigate those risks. It's a bit like a casino playing with Amazon. The odds are always stacked in favor of the house. However, you can manipulate those odds into your favor with the correct product research, doing the right research around how to launch a product, listing optimization, running PPC and stuff like that. And all of that is available on my YouTube channel and many other YouTube channels. But if you do the correct research in advance, like I say, you can mitigate a lot of the risk of Amazon FBA and increase your chances of success. But like I say, it is a bit like a casino, and Amazon will always win regardless. So if your products do fail, Amazon will still profit in one way or another. The key is finding out how to win alongside Amazon, and thankfully that's what I've been doing for the past couple of years, and I know many other people that are also winning alongside Amazon. So the opportunity there is very real. So like I say, 2 years ago I ordered that product. The first product went really well, the second product went really well, the third product also went well for a period of time until it got hit by too many negative reviews, so I had to retire that third product. But overall, just those 2 successful products have changed my life. And if we look back 2 years ago, I was running my own web design company. I was working Monday to Friday, pretty much full time. My wife will probably say that I wasn't working full time, as I'd probably go to the gym a few days a week during my working hours, but I was working pretty much full time Monday to Friday. Nowadays, off the back of the Amazon success and also off the success of the YouTube channel, so that does contribute as well, I only really work 2 days a week. I work Mondays on the Honest Money channel, so if you're not already subscribed to my other channel, make sure you head over there for personal and business financial advice. And then on Fridays, I work on these videos for FBA Elite, and they're all Amazon related. Now, some people will say that making YouTube videos isn't work, but actually they do take quite a bit of time. This is probably already my third take on this video, where I've already sat down for 10-15 minutes just waffling on. This is my third take on this video already. And then once it's finished, I'll go into post-production. Also have to create the YouTube thumbnail, optimize the description, the keyword tags, and the title. So all of that, I probably spend 4 to 6 hours per video on a Monday and a Friday making these videos. And then throughout the rest of the week, I do the Amazon FBA mentorship through FBA Elite, which is currently at capacity. So I'm not trying to sell mentorship at the moment, that's full up. But I do the mentorship, so I normally log on to FBA Elite at least 2 or 3 times a day, check for any new posts from people that I'm mentoring, answer those in as much detail as possible, and then I'll head on to the forums that are available for free access and help as many other people as I can. And then for Amazon itself, actually selling on Amazon FBA, I probably spend maybe half hour to an hour every day or two just checking the sales, making sure PPC is okay if it's running, and if I need to reorder any stock, then I do that as well. So once Amazon FBA is established, once your products are established and things are going well, actually it's a very, very passive income, and there's very, very little for you to do. And that is another thing that has led to the positive impact on my life. And there's been a couple of occasions where I've really, really been grateful for that passive income. The first one was at the end of last year. My son was born 7 weeks prematurely, so I spent the best part of 4 or 5 weeks at the hospital with my wife and son whilst he was getting stronger, ready to come home. And throughout that time, I was never worried about my income, as I know it was ticking over in the background. You know, I saw some people who were there who were in a similar situation to me, who were worried about going back to the job in 2 or 3 weeks when they really wanted to be at hospital with their son or their daughter, but they had to go back to work. And that's kind of heartbreaking to see, and I felt very, very grateful at the time that because of what I'd set up, that had such a positive impact and allowed me to do that. The other thing as well is more recently with lockdown is that many people have been forced to go back to jobs maybe sooner than they wanted to. Some people have actually lost their jobs, and there's people at the moment that really rather not go back as they've become accustomed to new ways of life of either working from home or maybe spending more time with the family. And some people really don't want to change that. And Amazon FBA is a way of achieving that goal. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it certainly offers an opportunity that is available for all, or pretty much everyone. As long as you have a decent amount of money to invest, then it's certainly possible to have success with Amazon FBA, and it can have a positive impact on your life. And like I say, the last 3 months, I've been actually able to enjoy lockdown. I know my Amazon business has been through a bumpy ride in those few months, as you can see in my recent videos, but never at any time was I really worried about money, because thankfully success in the first 18 months or so of the business, I put the business in a strong position financially, and even if I hadn't sold anything for another 3 or 4 months, I would have still been okay. So it's nice to have that financial backup, that financial freedom, which then subsequently gives you the time freedom to do what you actually want to do. So overall, despite all the possible negatives of Amazon, because not everything is plain sailing with Amazon, and if you guys want me to make a video recapping all of the bad things that have happened to me over my 2 years of selling on Amazon, please let me know in the comments, and I'll make sure I make that video, as I don't want any of you guys to go into this with your eyes closed. But despite all of those negatives, the opportunity is very, very real, and if you get things right, it can have a very, very positive impact on your life. I do genuinely believe that this opportunity with Amazon FBA is one of the best opportunities currently available, and also one of the most accessible. I mean, how many businesses can you start and with literally a month or two get your product in front of potentially millions of people? Also, how many business models do you know that you can do the sort of research up front that we can do with the tools that are available? You know, we can go onto Amazon FBA, we can look at a particular product at a particular niche and see how much demand there is in that niche. We can analyze all of the existing competition, and all we have to do is come up with a better product and launch it correctly, and we can potentially see the similar levels of success or more if we get things right. And there's not many businesses you can do that with. Also, all of the information you could possibly need to succeed on Amazon FBA is available on the Amazon Health pages on YouTube. Make sure, of course, you check out my back catalogue of videos. And if you head over to FBAelite.com, we've got forums dedicated to all areas of Amazon FBA. So with all of that information available, freely available, you can get all of the information, all of the tools, all the resources you need to potentially succeed on Amazon FBA. So hopefully you guys have found it useful hearing from someone who has been selling on Amazon for 2 years, some of the impacts it's had on my life, the positive impacts it's had. Yes, there are negatives, and like I say, I will cover that in another video if you guys want me to, but the opportunity is very real. Hopefully you guys will decide to take part in it, or maybe you'll find another business model that is right for you. But whatever you do, if you take action today, maybe you'll be doing what I'm doing, and is looking back in a year or two, being grateful for the decision you took and the positive impacts it would have had on your life. So I hope you guys have found this useful. If you did, make sure you scroll down, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel or want to see 100% open honesty about Amazon FBA, subscribe to the channel, head over to FBAelite.com, sign up, it's completely free, and I'll see you guys on the forums.